Packaging Live. Today we have Mr. Ajay Tandon, President and CEO, UFLEX Engineering and Product Development Division, who is a visionary, qualified engineer and thorough professional. Ajay, by virtue of its past association with multinationals like Philips and JVC Indian Ventures, brought a wave of vibrancy, enabling engineering businesses to venture into new products and territories. Under his leadership, many state-of-the-art products and first-time products were introduced in UFLEX. With over 42 years of rich experience and expertise in manufacturing industry, Ajay has made significant contributions towards advancing the processes. His strategy, leadership skills, and efforts have been instrumental in shaping and reforming current industry standards. Thank you, Mr. Tandon, for accepting our invitation and joining us on the platform today.
Thank you very much.
Over the years, UFLEX has established itself as one of the manufacturing majors for packaging, printing, and allied machinery. In view of the same, can you please throw some light in the company's growth journey?
UFLEX, basically the packaging division started sometime in 1985, and just about then, little later in a year or two, the engineering division also started. UFLEX has about 7 verticals. Engineering division is one of its verticals. And when we started our engineering, I'll focus more on engineering because we're talking about some machineries right now. And I happen to head the engineering division. So when we started in the late 80s or second half of 80s, we started with a very modest kind of a machine called form fill seal machines. This was basically the vision of our chairman that time. He felt when he started this business in 1985 that India, being a country it is, there can be a huge potential for small sachets, packaging various products in small packs, sachet packs. And so those sachets, the packing on those sachets could be done only by a very simple form fill seal machines, which were not made in India. So initially they were imported by the company, and then subsequently engineering started making those machines to complement our packaging material, which was being supplied by packaging division. And thereafter we started making many kinds of packaging machines, like the collar type form fill seal machines, then flow wrappers, then pictorial seal machines, and many more. And a few years later, a couple of years later, we started also manufacturing converting machines, where we started making printing machines, laminators, dry laminators, and solventless laminator was not there that time, slitters. That time we were making only one model of each machine. Sometime in 2005, say middle of 2000, we merged an Italian company into our company by the company's name was MRG Grafomac. Its promoters and its other design people worked with us in our plants here for 2 years. We got that technology into our engineering business, and then we started making many kinds of printing machines. And today we make about 7-8 models of printing machines and multiple models of laminators, dry laminators, or solventless laminators and slitters, and many other machines. About 4 years ago, we realized that there is a increasing potential of 2 very specific machines which are not being made in India. And keeping in mind that more and more focus is there on made in India products, and India has big potential to grow, we started making CI Flexo machines and extrusion coating and lamination machines. For CI Flexo machines, there was no manufacturer here, as well as for extrusion coating lamination machines, the type which we make for flexible packaging, there were no manufacturers. So for CI Flexo, we went into a collaboration sometime in 2005 with a company called Comiflex, which was the owner of that company was Mr. Nespoli. In fact, he's a technocrat. He's got 45 years of experience, and he was one of the promoters of Flexo Technica, which was a very, very renowned company that time for CI Flexos. So we more than the company, his company, we engaged him with our technical teams and developed CI Flexo machine, which is a very user-friendly machine, very easy to operate and state of the art. And from there on, the journey for CI Flexo started. Subsequently, only in the same year, almost, we started making extrusion coating and lamination machines for flexible packaging, wherein we took the advice and assistance and guidance to make state-of-the-art machines from a German technocrat by the name of Mr. Uwe. He had a lot of big experience in extrusion coating and lamination machines for boards and other things. But since we were more interested in flexible packaging because that is our business, so we took his assistance and advice as an advisor, and thereon we these extrusion coating and lamination machines. This has been our journey, and now we are making reasonable numbers of these two machines also besides the other converting machines. And I would say that as on today, I don't recall in last couple of years any extrusion coating and lamination machine must have been imported, barring one or two or something like that, because we are meeting the requirements of extrusion coating and lamination machines, and whatever CI Flexo machines are required in the last couple of years.
CI Flexo Printing Machine and Coating and Lamination Machine is gaining popularity in the printing industry. Can you show some latest developments that might have, or some advancements? Can you please share them?
CI Flexo machines basically are not very popular in this part of the world. 80 to 85% printing is done. I'm not talking about India, I'm talking about the whole Asia and Southeast Asia. 80 to 85% of printing is for flexible packaging is done on gravure printing machines. Whereas in Europe, it's about 50-50. And in US, it is reverse. It's about 80 to 85% printing is done on CI Flexo machines and only about 15-20% or 15% on gravure printing machines for historical reasons. Now, India, as this country or this part of the world is also looking for monofilm, and especially for printing on stretchable films. The requirement of CI Flexo has shown a little bit of advancement or increase. And therefore, we thought that time that since it will have a good potential and we should be the first ones to come up with that, as UFLEX has been first ones in many other products too, keeping a lead in packaging or engineering or in holography or cylinders or any films for that matter, or chemicals for that matter. So we decided to make those machines in our Noida plant. And we found that there was a reasonable demand. It is a slow picking up product because as the monofilm printing or stretchable film printing increases in the country, the requirement for CI Flexo machines would also increase.
What kind of customer base would this be more useful for, CI Flexo printing machines?
Printing companies who are more in LDPE printing or stretchable film printing business, like for milk, like for LDPE lids over the containers for covering the lids. As the barrier properties of LDPE increase with technological advancements, there could be more and more requirement for mono layer film or monofilm in LDPE or any other stretchable film. So there it is likely to be more requirement. Having said that, now CI Flexo printing quality, which was considered to be slightly inferior as compared to gravure printing machines, say till about 5 to 8 years ago, has now improved over a period of time substantially. So CI printing quality is now competing with gravure printing quality. So there are now even the flexible packaging people who are printing non-stretchable films or which do not stretch so much, they are also considering these machines. More so because the printing lot size are becoming smaller, and CI Flexo machine has a big advantage that the changeover time is very short. The rejection on the setting is very small. This limited because the length of the film which is to be taken through the printing machine is not so high. Plus, it is the technologically it is supported by the CI drum, which I think you can see probably when there is enough demonstration being given. So these things are going to be increasing in nature, these machine requirements, as the monofilm LDPE comes, and also for flexible packaging where the shorter runs are being made by the manufacturers.
Would you like to please describe any recent developments that have taken place in UFLEX and share the expansion plans?
I would like to touch base on extrusion coating lamination machines also, because that machine is something which has a better growth perspective in our country or nearby as compared to CI Flex. So in terms of the quantum. So because the extrusion coating and lamination machine is in a way bringing a replacement to the lamination of two films or more than two films, replacement of the adhesives. And this technology is cheaper, better, because it also creates like when you have an extrusion coating and laminating with that, it's bringing a better body to the and also the barrier quality is improving of the laminate structure. So this technology is advancing. If you consider UFLEX itself, it's got in almost all the factories, it's got extrusion coating lamination machines, and the lamination by laminators, application of adhesives is reducing by the year. And that's what is going to happen in the industry. It's happening unless it is absolutely required for any specific product which needs a lamination to be done by the adhesives. So extrusion coating and lamination machines is something which we are making a very good quality of machines at UFLEX, with the German technocrat helping us and our engineers now up to the mark. And we have plenty of machines here in India, as well as we've exported a couple. You see, of late in last year and a half, we have been focusing on equipments, whether it is in converting or in packaging. We have two verticals: converting machine building and packaging machine building. Packaging machines they complement our flexible packaging material, which is supplied by our division to the customers. Customers are who do the packaging of products, various products. So they need machines, semi-automatic machines or automatic machines. So we supply those packaging machines to them. And converting machines are there we are making for our captive use, as well as we are supplying to the other converters. So in last one and a half years, we have really focused on converting side. We have focused on trying to expand and come out of only flexible packaging suppliers, customers, not suppliers, sorry. And we have, because the films, polyester film and BOPP films, there were massive expansion coming in the country. We thought, why not go in and address some of the equipment's requirements, which can be made in India. So we designed and developed wide web secondary slitters, which are always required by the film manufacturers, polyester, BOPP, CPP film manufacturers. And these slitters, we have made a couple of them very successfully. They're running at the desired high speeds, which are desired by the customers. That is one new expansion which we have gone into, besides improving on our printing machines, where we have reduced the changeover times, and we have increased the speeds. We're making up to 450 meters printing speeds with the auto splicing, etc. On packaging side, we were the first ones again to introduce high-speed collar type packing machines in our country. The machines which were being made by us or by other people who complement or who make a similar machines were up to the speeds of packing snacks and foods up to speeds of, you can say, about 90-95 packs per minute, We designed and developed high-speed machines which are doing packing up to 120 packs per minute, and we've supplied to very large and renowned customers multiple machines. They are working very successfully for last I would say 6 to 8 to 10 months now, and gradually we find that since the number of machines reduced because of the higher speed for the customers who want to do the packing, they are more and more going in for these high speed machines, and the requirement of this collar type high speed machines is increasing. Besides this, we have also developed, first time in India, because all machines for chips packing, potato chips, wafers, were always imported from, most of them were imported from Japan. We have developed for potato chips packing machine, a very state-of-the-art machine, which is also doing the packing up to 95 packs per minute, which is considered for chips packing a reasonably high speed. Earlier, there were some machines which were being made, which were not so good, packing up to about 70 packs, 70, 75 maximum, but having higher rejections. So our new machines, they are high-speed machines for namkeen and snacks, snack food, and for chips, high speed and low rejections. So these will be the few introductions in the last year or year and a half.
Great. Any expansion plans that you'd like to share?
We have expanded in last few years quite a bit, in the sense that earlier we were in Noida, we were making machines only under one roof. Now, 4 or 5 years ago, we made another building. So we were making under another roof. 1.5 years ago, we had to make another building. So we are making under the third roof. So we have 3 locations in Noida in the same big complex where we are making, where we expanded our activities. The future, what we are seeing is that our target has been, we've been supplying about 350 to 400 machines a year in last about 2-3 years. This year, we've kept the expansion plan of doing about 450 machines by the time we close the year.
Any message that you'd like to share with the industry?
Yes, I suppose you are asking me for message for flexible packaging as well as for machines, because our machines are more related to the flexible packaging field. You see, flexible packaging is something which is one of the best inventions for packaging in last, I would say, 30 years has come, 30, 35 years. Plastics is something which cannot go away very easily, but at the same time, we have to make it sustainable. We have to make it recyclable. We have to bring it to the circular economy. As we all know that it is a very useful product, but also if the waste of plastic is not treated properly, it is a very, very difficult and a very problematic issue. Not in India, all over the world. So UFLEX is worked on, we have made recycling machines. That is another expansion which we did in last 2 years. I missed out. Recycling machines we have made. The plastic waste, which is the laminate, which is having any kind of film, not of the same family, can be recycled. And so we have made to make plastic more sustainable and bring waste of plastic to circular economy. We have made these recycling machines where you can put the waste and it is melted, it is extruded, and it is formed, you can form the granules, and these granules can be used for thousands of products, injection molded products or extruded products. That is one. Second is that we have also worked on the biodegradable plastics. We've introduced already these. We have a couple of customers to whom this dedicated customers to whom these biodegradable plastics are going. And it's a little slow process because we have to also make sure that the confidence building and the faith customers have. So we are gradually introducing that. So as the plastics become more sustainable and more coming, the waste of plastic is coming more to circular economy, I foresee that there is going to be, and it's going to be continuous growth. And I see the machines required for converting as well as for packaging is going to continuously grow. So the message is that we should concentrate on the plastic packaging with sustainability in mind. Industry should focus on how to ensure that this plastic material is brought to circular economy by either recycling or by using more and more biodegradable plastics. And my message to industry also would be, including to myself and my team, that the world is looking towards India. And what is most important for Indian manufacturers is to think big, like one of our neighbor countries, to think making products of high quality like Europe does, and to and then it has to be supported by the government, who have to make and improve the infrastructure, the roads, the bridges, the ports, the for expansion and for making the plants big. There has to be level playing field, because the land is the biggest issue in our country to start any new venture or to expand. It's very expensive, it's very difficult to get. It's we are not at all anywhere close to the other countries which are developing very fast as far as the level playing field is concerned. So that's the part on the government, and the Indian industry should think big. And for plastics, they should always look for sustainability and bringing it to circular economy. And there is no end to it. India is a very, very fast growing country, and it'll have a very huge potential.
That was a great message. Thank you so much, Mr. Tandon, for sharing such insights and for your valuable time today. Until we meet another packaging expert on Packaging Live, thank you, everyone. Thank you, sir.